Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna have a look at some psychedelic sound design using granular synthesis within Serum 2. So the sound that we're gonna create is this, so let's just have a listen. So yeah, that's the sound that we're gonna do today. So let's just take it from the beginning. So we're going to change the mode. We're actually going to use a wavetable, but not within the wavetable engine, but we're going to use Granular, the Granular engine for this. And I'm going to choose one of my wavetables from Psytrance Volume 2 this time. And I'm going to use effects number 6 over here. So if you just have a listen on how it sounds. So it's basically the wavetable being played back in a granular synth, basically. So first of all, we need to change the shape. And this one determines the volume envelope of each grain that is being played. So I'm going to change this to exponential decay. And now it's going to sound like this. And we can determine the amount over here. So it basically applies a little volume envelope of each grain. And then I'm going to change this over to manual, because if we set it to one shot or one of the others, we can determine the scan over here. And then it's going to scan according to whatever we set here. So if we want to have it in reversed, we can do that too. And while this density knob determines how many grains is being played back at the same time. But I want to control this manually, so I have to change it to manual. And if we right click the density knob, we can change this over to BPM sync. So this means it will trigger every 2 bar, every bar, every half a bar, quarter, eighth, 16th, and so on and so forth. And this determines for how long the grain length, so to speak. If we right click, we can set it to BPM sync as well. So I'm going to leave it at there. And with the new LFOs, we can generate random shapes. So I'm just going to do that for the sake of this tutorial. So we can just click a curved shape, or we can choose a flat shape. So I'm going to kind of just let it generate something until I'm happy with the shape. So I think this one will be fine. I'm just going to create a ramp up. Something like that, I think will be fine. Gonna lower the rate, and then I'm going to drag this over to position over here. So this LFO will control the playback over here. Cool. Going to use the effects section, and I'm going to add a compressor just to bring up the volume and squash the sound a little bit. Going to change it to multiband. And what's new here is that you can actually set the ratio over here. And we can dial in the volume. And then I'm going to use, I'm going to set this to free, by the way. On LFO2, if we click here on normal, we can go over here and we can choose sample and hold random LFO over here. And I'm just going to drag this to the length. Perfect. I'm happy like that. And lastly, for the LFO, I'm going to use a third LFO to control the amount over here. Just going to generate a shape. Awesome. And then I'm going to increase the amount of unison. If you click the little settings icon over here, we can change our unison engine settings within the unison engine over here. I kind of like it when it's at 0, and instead we're going to play with the pitch over here. This is the random pitch of this individual grains of the sound. And then we can dial up the direction knob, because this is going to determine if it's going to play forward or in reverse of the different grains. Cool. Then we can start adding some effects. So we can go for a convolver. And I kind of like the short ones, specifically the small church over here. Just like put it in some kind of space so it's not too dry. If we right click, we can also add, or we can press up here. We can add a phaser. Can dial up the amount of poles over here. Let's add a delay. Set it to ping pong. Dotted. And that's basically it. Now you can just try and experiment with like different sounds. Before we do that, let's just hear how that sounds like in context. Let's hear different wavetables. Now you get almost like percussions. And you can also try like different like FM tables. Also kind of works kind of nice. So yeah, that's basically everything I want to show you. I hope you'll enjoy the new update with the Serum 2. I sure enjoyed very much compared to Serum 1, so I think I'm going to play around even further with the Granular engine. I never really dived into that kind of synthesis before, but after playing around with it a lot with Serum 2, I definitely can see myself using it a lot more than I've been doing with previous synths. So yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a like.